So hi guys, welcome to StoomCast. So today I'm joined by another good friend of mine, Craig Guthrie from Aberdeen Combat Centre. Craig's a purple belt under, I believe, Garry Christie, Rio grappling. Again, Craig's one of these guys. He's out there doing competitions. Obviously, he's been through the IBJJF circuit. Obviously, winning some competitions there, local competitions. As well as that, Craig is one of the coaches at Aberdeen Combat Centre. And again, anybody that's seen these guys at competitions, these guys normally finish kind of the number one gym at most of the Scottish comps. Whenever there's a Scottish comp, whether it be a Scottish grappling or a BJJ 24/7. So it's obviously going to be great to hear obviously some words about Craig's journey as we go through. So Craig, listen, thanks very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me tonight.
No problem.
So Craig, I mean, you've been around for a number of years in Jiu-Jitsu, so what kind of, when did your journey begin and what kind of got you into Jiu-Jitsu?
To be honest, well, when I first started, I went to it was the Spartans fight team in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
So it was more MMA based. I started doing that maybe about 8-9 years ago now. I think about 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And there wasn't any BJJ as such then. They just did no-gi grappling based around MMA. So I got into that and did my first MMA fight.
Mm-hmm.
Lost that, got chin, but which made me hungry, come back.
Yeah.
And then also did I think it was SFC grappling comp.
Uh-huh.
They had one on, and went down, did that, and just got the buzz for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really delve into gi at all for a good few years.
Yeah.
All just more MMA and no gi stuff. And I tried a bit of the gi for a bit. Wasn't really keen on it to start off with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then when my mate and my coach Speedos kind of took over, that's when I really got the buzz for it, and then I started getting much more into it.
Yeah. And obviously, starting off with the MMA, so was that something that you always wanted to get into? I mean, what was your kind of motivation getting into mixed martial arts?
I just, I never really thought about wanting to do it. I just seen it was kind of taking off in Aberdeen. Knew a couple of the boys who were doing it. And I thought I was getting fat, so I just thought, I need to get somebody to get me fit.
Yeah.
I just fancied trying it, so went along and joined.
Yeah. Because obviously Aberdeen's quite a big boxing, because obviously you've got things like Lee McAllister and stuff like that coming obviously back in the day. So and obviously I think there's another McAllister boy that's kicking about doing boxing just now as well.
There's a couple of good boxing gyms in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah.
I just fancied trying something different.
Yeah.
Tried the boxing a little bit when I was younger, not much, just a little bit, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I just did this, and then from there it took off.
Yeah.
I just got the bug and hooked in it. So.
Yeah. So when did you make the move over from Spartan to Aberdeen Combat Centre?
It's still the same gym really. It's just
right. So
what happened was we were training out at one gym. It was like a weights gym.
Yeah.
And we used the space there, and then Chris Farman, I think he sold his car.
Mm-hmm.
And bought a cage, and we went up to a little kind of unit in Alton's in Aberdeen, just a little place.
Yeah.
About 8 or 10 of us with Nathan McDonald and Carson Richards and Chris Farman. So the Spartan fight team is still a part of Aberdeen Combat Centre. It's just that's when Farman went himself.
Yeah.
That was what he branded the company as.
Yeah.
And then it's just grown. It's grown.
Yeah. Have you guys always been, because I know obviously you're under Rio grappling, so has it always been Rio grappling, or was there...
To start off with, no. When Chris first had Jiu-Jitsu start in the gym, it was a guy called Ken Lee.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
And he was under Legato.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when that first started. But then I think Ken kind of like, his family started growing and stuff, so giving up his time. I think he had other commitments with work and family.
Yeah. So
it kind of fizzled out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Speedos kind of came over and he started with us.
Yeah.
And then he had conversations with Garry, etc. And then eventually we went under Garry.
Yeah. And again, that's proven to be obviously very successful. I mean, as I said at the start there, I mean, you guys, when Aberdeen Combat Centre come, you guys turn up with numbers. Even though you're travelling from like Aberdeen down to Glasgow usually, or Edinburgh, wherever, you always turn up with numbers.
It's took a bit of a hit lately. It's not been as busy as what we've been.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to get back up numbers again, because at the end of the day, we just sell it as a team day out. So you go down, you compete, you go for a burger and a beer after.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good laugh.
Well, that's one thing. I mean, anybody that's got Craig on Facebook, you always see him, obviously, after every comp with a beer. So that seems to be your thing. I mean, we saw you, there was a
That's
picture.
a ritual.
Yeah, I mean, the picture that was up after the SGI the other day, you were standing with the cup, and I think you had about maybe 12 bottles of Amstel in the actual
They were
cup
a
itself.
gift, so I couldn't refuse it, I accept these things.
Yeah. And then for you, obviously moving into the competition side of things, so again, was that always something that you wanted to do, or what was the kind of thought going through competitions?
The first competition I did, I think, was that SFC one, so I think I'd only been training 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I said to my coach Nathan at the time, I said, look, I just wanted to get in and have a go.
Yeah.
He says, you've got nothing to lose, just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got, and I loved that. That's why I liked most of the competition.
Yeah.
That's why I got the buzz off.
Yeah. And then competition, I mean, what's been, because again, you look, you can kind of get a lot of stuff from the internet. So obviously you've obviously done your IBJJF comps, obviously winning gold at, I think it was Amsterdam.
Double gold in Amsterdam, yeah. I'm kind of lucky there. I mean, the gear I struggled in. I was lucky with that one, but the no gear I did better with.
Mm-hmm.
I got all subs in that. But yeah. I said ages ago before. I mean, that's the first. Since I got the purple, that's the first IBJJF comps I've done.
Yeah.
For some reason, whatever reason, I've never managed to get over and do one. Mm-hmm. And then within the space of like the 2 months, I got the Amsterdam, and then I went over and did the Berlin as well.
Yeah. And what was your thoughts? I mean, when you went over, so the Amsterdam one being first, what was your thoughts of IBJJF comps?
It was exciting to be going there and having a shot at it, but I mean the Amsterdam one, it was a bit dodgy. Like the medals hadn't even arrived yet and stuff. It was busy. It was good.
Yeah.
But it's that, and I did the UAGF one as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that was something else as well. The way that was set out and laid out was I'm gonna blow everything away, that one.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just another comp.
Yeah.
Obviously, the medals are nice and stuff like that. You know, the level's going to be pretty good with IBJJF as well. So
yeah, definitely. And then obviously you do a lot of coaching. I mean, again, if you're at competitions and your guys are fighting, I mean, you again are one of these coaches that are trying to be in everybody's corner all at once. So again,
I mean, I think we all are. As a team, we're pretty good at. There's various guys, myself, Speedos, Chris Nicol, Callum Burke. We're all there for each other, kind of thing, just to help each other. So
yeah. But no, it's a good team. I mean, as I said, Aberdeen Combat Centre are definitely the team. Whenever they come out, as I said, everybody wants to beat you guys. Same as everybody wants to beat everybody else. But as I said, you guys always seem to end up on top at any Scottish comps, which is good to see. It's definitely good to see you guys coming down and representing all the time. So your team, obviously the Aberdeen Combat Centre guys, so when obviously you come out in numbers, how do you arrange? Is there somebody that arranges everything? You mentioned there, obviously, you set a kind of day trip, go out, compete, get your burger and so on after it. So is there somebody that arranges all of that, or how does that work?
Just through classes. I mean, we've got a closed like page on Facebook, for the team. Mm-hmm. And we just promote through there, really, and just push everyone to try and... So you get a lot of guys, humming and haying, am I ready yet? Am I good enough yet?
Yeah.
You just give them encouragement. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to tap, or
yeah.
You get hard rolling in the gym, so there's no difference to me.
Yeah.
Doing that comp.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, obviously, you again, for me watching you, I mean, it's always you're one of the guys. I mean, whenever I mention to anybody in podcasts, who's your top three, and the majority of the time you're in the top three purple belts in Scotland. That anybody mentions, and they say obviously whenever you roll with Craig, it's a good hard roll. I mean, you're not going to get anything easy rolling with you. So is that something, obviously you mentioned Speedo again, is that something you and Speedo obviously working together over the years?
Kind of similar style, like we're both more pressure, kind of on top, kind of old school. Mm-hmm. I can't do any of this upside down spinning stuff. I just prefer getting on top. But when I roll with him, he just changed the life for me. It's just it's survival mode.
Yeah.
But more similar kind of styles.
Yeah.
With us.
And then Speedo. What? Obviously, I know Speedo's he's a brown belt. So is Speedo still getting a chance to compete and stuff like that? Or?
He's competed the last one.
Yeah.
He's just had a kid, so I think he's going to be in a bit of a background probably for that, but
Yeah.
he competes as much as he can as well.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And obviously anybody that doesn't know, you just got married recently as well.
Yep.
So how do you kind of, and again I say this to everybody about, obviously you've got your jiu-jitsu, but obviously your life outside the jiu-jitsu, so how do you manage to balance the two?
I just go and get moaned at. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Just go and then get moaned at for all the geese getting lost. But
Yeah.
That's what I said. I'll never give that up. I'll keep going.
Yeah.
So I mean, it does take up a lot of time. You know, you've got kids classes Mondays and Wednesdays, adults Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
But she's not too bad. She's pretty supportive.
Yeah.
Just nags about.
Are you taking a gi on the honeymoon with you?
No. She's sunshade.
Right, so you've been told no gi, that's you.
I'll be too busy having a beer in the sun and relaxing. So.
Right.
I don't even know there's a gym over there, to be honest, in that island. I'm not too sure.
Aye.
I've not even looked at it. I normally have a little look if I'm going somewhere, but no on this holiday.
Yeah. Because that's what, again, I've spoke to other people and they say whenever they went, I think Shaz Khan mentioned that he was away on his honeymoon and he took a gi, and then I think it was about an hour or so that he got a break and he went away, obviously with a gi, and went away training and all that. Do you know what I mean? So we've all
I've never managed it yet. I always say I'm going to do it, and then I get over there, and then once the sun's out and the beers are out, that's me.
But we've got a lot of supportive wives and girlfriends and stuff like that out there. So yeah, if it wasn't for the wives and girlfriends, then yeah, I don't think any of us would be doing it. Do you know what I mean? So.
Well, I can't work a washing machine, so I'll be knackered there. So.
And then obviously for you, obviously you mentioned going into MMA and then moving over. What do you prefer then? Are you a gi or a no gi guy?
Used to be always no gi, preferred it, but now I am starting to get into the gi a bit. Yeah. It's 50-50 now. Mm-hmm. Probably. But I still like the speed of the no gi. Yeah. I'm getting more submissions with the no gi than I do the gi. Yeah. But I do enjoy all obviously the lapel stuff and all that now. I'm really getting into that now as well. So it's kind of evened out now. Yeah.
Because that's the way I see it. I mean, no gi. I mean, I don't really train no gi at all. Maybe every now and again I'll turn up at a no gi class, and I always look at it and think, well, obviously I'm the wrong side of 40. So for me, I prefer the gi because, as you said, you've got the lapels and all that. You can work with the lapels. The gi game, you can slow the game right down to whatever speed you want to go. Whereas obviously no gi, the young guys just come in and just fucking run riot. Do you know what I mean? Most of the time.
Yeah, I mean that's that. But I mean, I suppose we're going to the comps. We've got our age groups anyway, so it doesn't really. Yeah. But I do tend to find the comps. It's quieter with the no gi. Yeah. Divisions. Because, like you said, I think there's a lot of folk just train gi and don't do the no gi as much. Yeah. But I mean, all these sub-only comps and that's only kind of promoting it more, which is good, I think. Yeah. Like the other night was brilliant. Some of the no gi matches there were really good to watch. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we saw obviously that quintet. I mean, I can't say quintet because James said we're not allowed to. So the square go, as he calls it. So I mean, we saw a lot of fantastic matches. I mean, there was a lot of standout guys, and. Again, it was something that we would never have seen before. I mean, certainly for when I started, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 5 years, and then you're saying, what, about 8 or 9 years? I mean, I never seen that 5 years ago, and you would have never seen anything like that 8-9 years ago. So, for what James is doing, he's certainly putting everybody out there. Yeah. So
that's the first SGI I've managed to make, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah. And the square go thing I thought was brilliant. Yeah. Really good. Formation. Yeah,
but definitely a lot of good talent in Scotland, and again, is that something that you've seen obviously over the years? Again,
I think all the competitions I've been to, the hardest matches I get are the Scottish competitions. Yeah. By far. Yeah. Some of the matches, I mean, we've gone down to England, abroad than that. Yeah, you've got good matches, but I honestly think the hardest matches I've had have been at the Scottish comps. Yeah,
and do you think that's because obviously people know who you are, or know if you go to a comp, more than likely you're going to know who you're fighting. So do you think it's because obviously everybody knows each other? They think they want to get that kind of one-upmanship, like, do you know what I mean? Back in the day where it was like gym against gym type of thing. So do you think it's that type of thing, or is it just the level in Scotland?
I think it's just the level. I mean, if you look at some of the guys that are going over and like James Coggs, etc., and Shaz and all that, they're going over and taking medals on the big scenes, you know, over in Europe and stuff like that. So it's definitely the level.
Yeah. Because again, I know I was talking to Shaz the other night. He was talking about 13 IBJJF medals, which is fantastic, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Again, he's 9 out of 10 times he's winning the comp. Coggs is the same. He can't be that far off it. Do you know what I mean? So, and is that something for you? I mean, obviously you got your taste of the IBJJF. Is that something you want to try and do more of?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this year, it's hard for me because the kids as well.
Yeah.
So I always set goals, but I've set, like, this year I want to do the Euros Nuggies in the Rome Open in September.
Yeah.
So that's the main one I'm going to try and get to this year. And because I work offshore, I miss loads of comps.
Yeah.
So, but I know I'm off for them, so that's my main one I've gone for this year. I always miss the IBJF Euros at the start of the year. I'm always seem to be away.
Yeah.
Or just missing it offshore.
Yeah.
But I'm home for the no-gi one, so that's my goal for this year.
Yeah. And you'll enjoy it. I mean, the no-gi one, it's a good comp, a lot of good guys coming out, especially no-gi. I mean, you're going to have, and again, you'll have probably seen this in like Amsterdam and Berlin and stuff like that, but you'll have all your kind of Sambo wrestlers, all your Russians and all your Polish guys and all that. They come out for that kind of comp, so there'll be a lot of good competition for you.
That's it. I mean, it's like, I've done a couple of the Naga ones, the ADCC ones. You've got a bit slightly different rule set with that. You know, your heel hooks and knee bars. So I suppose the IBJF one's slightly different with you start with IBJF rule set. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that.
And see when because obviously you mentioned the different rule set and all that. How are you like adapting to the different rules at different competitions?
It's something I need to work on. Is the legs and the heels, etc. Yeah. I haven't played too much of it, just a little bit, but not too much of it. Yeah. But guys in the gym are clued up in it, and like that young Callum Burke. He's phenomenal, all that kind of stuff. So we've got different guys that can help with different things. Yeah, that's good. And then again, we saw it the other night. I mean, it was leg locks galore. Heel hooks, foot locks, knee bars, and everybody seemed to be doing it. And that seems to be the big thing. Obviously, I know they've been doing it for a couple of years now, but obviously with the introduction, I mean, I know that MMBJJ, they have a day during the week, usually before comp class, where they'll put the John Danaher video on, and then what they'll do is they'll pick things from the John Danaher video, and everybody in the class will attempt to do it, and so on. So, and again, you've seen that in one of the guys, Jack Brown obviously went in and on some display, didn't he? Yeah, I mean, he seemed to be heel hooking everybody, and as I said, he's taking this from like the videos that he's seen and just doing it in the gym and over again and just repeating it. And obviously you've seen the results the other night. Yeah, he wiped out. Yeah, the first match they had. Yeah. So obviously for you guys, I mean, is that something, if James puts something on again, would you have 5 guys that you would be able to put a team together? Well, originally we did try and do it. We thought with a team, and then Chris Nicol, he's on Grapple Fest. Yeah. In a couple of weeks, I think, from the cat. So he wasn't keen on doing 2 shows, and the Grapple Fest, a good show going as well. So he kind of couldn't make it. And then one of the other 2 guys, a lot of our guys are offshore. Yeah. And ad hoc. So 2 of them were like, weren't going to be totally sure, so we just had to make the decision to pull the team out. Yeah. Rather than doing it last minute, which isn't very fair. Yeah. We just said, no, we can't do it. So that's how I got a match, and Callum got a match instead on that. Yeah. So it's kind of hard for us, because the 3 guys we had was myself, a guy, Craig, and another guy. We pretty much almost made the weight just us 3, so it's trying to find the balance of getting the lighter guys in. Yeah. But if we can get it, we know for definite that everyone's going to be there, then we'd be interested in it. Yeah. And is that, you have a lot of guys working offshore in Aberdeen Combat Centre? Yeah, there's a good few of them. A few of the team are like offshore workers, so. Yeah. There's a lot of daytime training because of that. Guys coming at lunchtimes and days off, etc. So. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult for you guys a lot of times then because of it. Yeah, that's it. Competitions and stuff, it depends who's home. I miss loads of them, so just because I'm away. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. Yeah. Well, listen, money comes first. That's it. So, unfortunately, again, you're what you master too.
So,
Aye.
what are you? You're about, how old are you then, Craig?
I'll be 37 in July.
Yeah, so obviously we're no young guys anymore. We can't go get sponsored to go to the Euros and stuff like that. So
No.
as much as we love to, so we would love to do it. And then for you, I mean, obviously you're 37 now. So you would have started jiu-jitsu. What you'd have been about? Just coming up for around about 30.
Just coming up for 30, yeah.
Yeah. So is it something? Obviously thinking about it now, and looking back, is it something that you probably would have seen yourself getting into earlier if you'd maybe known
I wish
a
I'd
little
done
bit?
it. Yeah, I wish I'd done it earlier. Yeah. I mean, you look at some of these kids now that are coming through, and you think, God, I wish I'd started at that age.
Yeah, yeah,
You see the way they're going to be by the time they're our age.
yeah,
Mental, but yeah, I mean, I still did like the MMA, but I had to be realistic. Getting this age,
Mhm.
it just wasn't feasible. You know, having to do weight cuts because I'm not exactly tall, so I had to cut down to 70 odds to fight MMA,
yeah,
and that was going to get harder and harder. Plus, I was getting injured easier just with like the age as well.
Mhm.
Whereas at least with jiu-jitsu, I could probably do that for as long as I can,
yeah.
kind of thing. It's the longevity of the sport. It's
And then what about weight? I mean, you fight. You're heavyweight, so you're
heavyweight normally.
under 94. So, is that a kind of comfortable weight for you? Do you do any weight cutting?
Well, I cut a bit of weight for this thing. I was going to lose weight anyway for the honeymoon, so.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I thought I'd be lighter a lot earlier, and I kind of struggled to make that 85.
yeah,
Just wasn't coming off. Obviously age, but
yeah, yeah.
I just seem to sit that heavyweight easy. That just seems to be my natural kind of weight now, walking around.
Yeah, yeah. So
But it's my diet and stuff. You know, I'm not the best at diets, so it's probably that. And I don't do any other exercise now apart from jiu-jitsu. I don't do running unless I have to.
yeah, yeah. No, running. I mean, I remember Marcos saying to me, Stuart, we're going to go to the Euros. Come on, we'll go out running. And I was like thinking to myself, running?
Shite.
Like, why am I out running? Do you know what I mean?
It's horrible.
But
I try in
Marcos,
the gym off show, and after about 5 minutes, I'm off. I'm bored.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Marcos is obviously in great shape. Obviously, black belt, going out and doing his thing. Do you know what I mean? He's like, Stuart, come on, we'll go run around Strathclyde Park. And I was like, is somebody going to be chasing me? He's like, no. I said, well, I'm not coming. Do you know what I mean?
No, I can't do it.
No, definitely not. And then when you are obviously going out to a competition and you are looking to obviously cut down maybe a bit of weight, how is it you do it in regards to your diet and stuff like that?
Normally I just go carb free. And it doesn't drain me. I don't feel too drained. I just cut carbs out.
Yeah.
I tried doing that intermittent fasting thing
Yeah,
this time, but it just didn't seem to work for me. I'd heard great things about it,
yeah,
but from the weight I lost, and I was over 100 kilo about the end of February, so I still lost 15 kilo.
right,
But it's not as easy as it used to be.
yeah,
So I'd probably just go back to salad, tuna, chicken,
yeah,
and then having a cheat meal once a week, which is normally everything in one night.
yeah, yeah,
I'm trying to lose a bit of weight now anyway, because I feel a bit better, lighter. I'd be quite happy to sit at 88, 90, but I prefer being heavier anyway for the absolutes.
yeah, yeah,
Because I did it one comp before, I got down to 79, I think, and then when it came to absolutes, I was struggling.
yeah.
So,
I mean that's why I kind of look at the absolutes, and usually if you're in the middle, like as you say, well, maybe around about 80, 85, something like that, then you're usually
I think
all
you're the
right.
best of both worlds then.
Yeah, you've still got the strength, the power, but you've also got obviously a bit of speed behind you as well.
Yeah.
Your movement's better, you're lighter on your feet and stuff like that. So I always enjoy seeing, and it's usually always guys around the 85 that win it, unless you've got a beast like Big Mo. You remember Big Mo? Unless you've got a guy like him, and then he's going to win it all the time. Do you know what I mean? So it's fucking 85 is always usually a good weight.
I think it's a good way to be.
Yeah. And then in regards to obviously you, as I say, you got your purple belt last year. From obviously Garry Christie. Was it Garry Christie that gave you it, or was it Speedo that gave you it? Because I know Garry was there.
Yeah, Garry came up for it, so he came up, and obviously he'll listen to Speedos and say like Speedos will probably, I presume Speedos just says to him, I'd like to give it to him, and then Garry will say yes or no kind of thing, and then so he came up. But it was good. I appreciate it. And
what was your thought behind it? I mean, did you expect to get it? Because again, we speak to a lot of guys when they get a belt. And a lot of guys, and you'll see this in your gym, a lot of guys never expect it. Some guys maybe so, right? But What about you? Did you expect to get it?
To be honest, I didn't even think about it too much because I know in our gym it's hard to get a belt. There's no doubt about that. He doesn't. The belts don't come easy.
Yeah.
But it's not what my main focus is as such. I'm just happy going and compete. And yeah, don't get me wrong. I was over the moon when I got it.
Yeah.
But my focus is on the competition side of things. So as long as I've got a belt to compete with, that's all I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the end goal would be work towards getting a black belt. It's obviously the achievement of a lifetime if you want for that kind of sport.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm not somebody's going to want to chase and or when am I getting a belt kind of thing. Just it'll come when it comes.
Yeah. Because a lot of guys. I mean, you'll have seen it as well over the years. Guys get caught up on the belt. Do you know what I mean? And it puts them off, and in some cases it stops them coming because
blue belt. You get their blue belt and then they disappear.
Yeah.
Seen it loads.
Yeah.
And then they're worried about getting beat in that division, or if belts below are tapping them and stuff like that. It seems to be a common thing.
Yeah.
That's when you can drop ego though and just get on with it.
Yeah. But that's the good thing about jiu-jitsu. I mean, obviously the ego thing. I mean, you could go away and win the worlds and come back and get tapped out by a white belt or a blue belt or whatever belt below you. And it humbles you. Do you know what I mean? It always humbles you. So
that's a good thing about it as well. I like it. It's not too. When you go with any competition, you don't get too much assholes. Most folk are genuinely nice. You know what I mean? You normally make a friend or two at these competitions after it. So that's what I like about it as well.
Yeah.
There's not much hostility.
No.
Most guys are good laugh and good crack. You're the odd asshole, but it's always going to happen. But majority of people are sound.
Yeah.
You can go I go away in courses all the time, and I just look up gyms, and everyone always kind of welcomes you in for a training session.
Yeah. Now we see
no matter where you go.
We see it whenever I go to comps. Usually, like if it's the Euros, I'll meet Cogsy or Shaz Khan or anybody else, other people from Scotland, and I was always one of these people where, whenever anybody from Scotland wins, I mean, I'll put it on the Jiu-Jitsu community page where I'll be like, Gary's won another gold, or Cogsy's won a gold, Shaz Khan, Marcus, or whoever wins a gold whenever they go travelling to IBJJF comps. Do you know what I mean? I'm always happy to see it because, again, it promotes Jiu-Jitsu in Scotland. It makes guys want to go, well, do you know what? I want to come over. I want to go to Glasgow, or I want to go to Aberdeen or Dundee or Kirkcaldy or wherever, because there's a gym there with a guy guys that have been out to IBJJF comps and they've won gold and stuff like that. So and as you said, you meet people that you maybe fought a guy and you beat a guy and he's like, well, do you know what, next time I'm over in Scotland I'm coming to see you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah,
and it's definitely starting to pick up now as well. It's getting much busier.
Yeah.
You can see by Jim's photos on Facebook the amount of people that are all these classes.
Yeah.
It's growing and growing.
Yeah. And then what about you guys? What kind of numbers have you got in Aberdeen Combat Centre?
It can vary. Some nights, if it's a nice night, everyone's obviously skiving off.
Yeah.
But sometimes we can have 30 to 50 guys in the mats.
Right.
With the adults, and then kids, we can have anywhere between about 8 to 15, 16 at the moment. So that's kind of growing as well.
Yeah. And you're the main coach for the kids.
There's a couple of us that coach, myself, Callum, and then a girl Alicia helps us as well.
Yeah. And have you got kids? Is there kids out there? Because I know there's not a lot in Scotland anyway, for obviously kids to do. But do the kids get to go to competitions, or what's the situation?
Yeah, we've got. We try and get them compete as much as possible. We went to that elite world ones last year, BJJ elite. That was a really well run comp.
Yeah.
It's probably better than most of the other ones I've seen.
Yeah.
So we had two of them go down last year, and they got silver and I think it was a silver and a bronze in the gi and the no gi.
Yeah.
So I mean that was a busy comp. That was like over 2,000 kids out.
Yeah.
So and then I think again one of the boys, Lewis, he went down and he got a silver in the Euros as well for that. So this year with IBJJF are doing kids, the first ever kids one in Ireland. So we're going to get a team over for that, and we've raised money to help the kids go down for the Worlds again this year as well.
Yeah.
In Wolverhampton, so it's good. They're all keen to compete. I mean, they just want to get on there and tear it up with no fear. Yeah.
Because I'd say there's not a lot. I mean, especially in Scotland. I mean, I know that Meat had a competition on for the kids at one of the last comp. I won a couple of comps ago. So, but I know there's not a lot of competition in Scotland.
That's a problem. There seems to be a lot of kids training in Scotland, but it's getting them to compete. I think seems to be the thing that maybe is a struggle.
Yeah.
I mean, I try and push them down. We run a kids comp with free for them last year.
Right.
Stuck it on, and turnout was ace.
Mm-hmm.
There's heaps of kids.
Yeah.
And some of the matches, it was hard to match them all up, but to do as best as we could. But it just shows you there's kids there that want to compete. So maybe it's just I don't know, it's the money or what, but it'd be good to see more of them competing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do struggle to match up a couple of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like Carly, she's 12, and then there's not much females. That's the problem for her. There's not much females competing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the lads find it easier to get matched. But it's starting to get busier, I think, as well. Some good kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the Rising Phoenix team, they've got some
Rising
success.
Phoenix,
I think quite a lot of success by watching their kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good to see.
Yeah, I've seen some of their kids going down south and obviously winning a lot of medals as well. So, so yeah, good kids team. I mean, even like they've got Gracie Baha in Glasgow. I mean, Gracie Baha's got a fantastic kids program, but again, none of the kids compete from there. So yeah, it'd be definitely good to see something local, or not local, but in Scotland, whether it be up your neck of the woods or Glasgow, Edinburgh, or something like that. So if you listen to this, then definitely get a competition on the go for kids. So
I think it's hard for him because he's just got to get the commitment of all of the parents, I suppose, and getting the kids to do it. It's like I say, when we did the free one, we got heaps of kids, but then when you see yourself to pay, you just notice about meets comp, there wasn't as much people entering. And these guys have got to make money to do these comps. There's no point running them at a loss, you know what I mean? So you've got to have the people willing to enter before they can do it.
It's a difficult one as well. I mean, for things like referees and stuff like that. So I know that with the kids one.
You had to be like everyone for a comp. Everyone had to be like. You've got to be like properly. Go through all the checks and have all the relevant documents before you can even work with kids. So it is, there's that aspect as well. Yeah,
because I know that he had. I think the referees was, if I can remember, Martin Smith and Giles. And they were the only two guys referee-wise that were able to referee the kids because they've obviously been fully disclosure checked and stuff like that. So obviously Martin through his job and Giles through his job as well. So
that's it, because even to do the classes, we had to get all that, pay for that to be all done.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you've got to be covered properly before you can do that. So But I think every member of staff of that comp had to have like disclosure. Mm-hmm. So we're lucky though, because like some of the parents are teachers or stuff, so you use them for like time and stuff like that.
Yeah, fair dues. And then what's easier, is it kids or adults to...
Adults. Kids are right, man. They don't even listen. They're picking their toes or looking in the roof.
Right.
It's not until you go to a company, like, they're actually they're also taking some stuff on board because they were utilising it when they're competing, but in class, Jesus, my hair's gone greyer and greyer each time.
So they wrap you around your finger then?
Just run around circles.
Brilliant.
It's good. It's good to see them when they develop,
Yeah.
You kind of get a bit proud feeling when you watch them, but it's hard.
Yeah. Because I have seen obviously some pictures of you. I mean, cornering some of the kids and stuff like that. So, and obviously the kids. I mean, and again, it's difficult. I mean, I've been in the corner. I've never cornered the kids. Well, no, I'm telling a lie. I cornered my son a few years ago when he was in the juniors. And again, it was that. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're in the corner, there's that respect. Even the kids, even though they're maybe 10, 12-year-old and stuff like that, they've still got that respect. They're listening, they're paying attention, they're doing exactly what, sometimes, but the majority of the time they're doing what you tell them. So so obviously with the kids, there seems to be that respect as well that they've got for the coaches. So is that something you find with your kids?
Yeah, I mean, we get on well. I mean, I'm strict with them. But then I mess around and piss around as well, like a kid, so I'll probably get them in that sense.
Right.
Because I don't see the point of being overly strict where it just kind of puts them off. You've got to have a laugh, and you've got to tune into them to keep them interested. It's a hard thing because you've got to make them be interested in it, but also enjoy it. That's the hard challenge, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So if it's making up stupid names for submissions or whatever, you just got to go along with it and try and get them interested. Yeah.
And then how many kids you got training under you at the moment?
So it varies, but I mean, average of about 14, 15, which is getting busier as well. I mean, it started off with about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It's getting busier and busier, so we do a lot of promoting on it on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think there's quite a lot of kids in Aberdeen now at different gyms, so it's good.
Yeah. And how long have you been running the kids program for now?
Aberdeen now just that'll be about a year and a bit now, year and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
But it's building up. I mean, obviously going for like maybe 3, 4, 5 kids up to 14, 15 at the moment. And,
yeah.
Obviously it's.
So
I mean,
you get ones that kids come along and then. I mean, we still do rolling and stuff as well with the kids, and you see some kids kind of shine away.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it's had kids. We've had kids that come in the door and originally they're just quiet as a mouse, timid.
Yeah.
And it's kind of opened them up, and then it's good for them.
Yeah, yeah. You notice that with even the adults. I mean, you'll get the quietest guy will come in the gym and then give him 6 months and he's one of the loudest guys in the gym calling people out and all that. So whether it be a small guy, a big guy, I mean, they call everybody out now. So and it's good to see. I mean, jiu-jitsu certainly brings out that confidence in you. So it's definitely good to hear. Obviously the kids thing, but hopefully obviously there'll be other comps on for the kids. Hopefully somebody puts something together in Scotland that can promote that for the kids as well.
Yeah,
so,
I mean I think James tried to push it a bit with like a league thing, but it's never really taken off yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Matt Holland put one on, which was good. He did we all went up to Elgin and it was a good day out.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, it's not really. You've got to be able to fund these things as well. So whoever's running it's got to be. You've got to buy medals and hire a venue, stuff like that. So there's a cost. I think that's the only thing that kind of maybe stumbles against it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe there's more commitment from getting kids to do it, and these things would be covered. But at the moment, it just doesn't seem to be.
Yeah.
Too much getting in.
I know as well. I mean, England do a kids league. Obviously, you'll have heard of that. I mean, they do.
Lee Kirtley does a good one, I think.
Yeah. So. I mean, they've got competitions. I think they do like some in Wales. They've done some like London area, north of England, and all that. And it's all part of a.
That's a problem for Scotland. I think it's just that because we're so spread out in different areas and that, and the travel and stuff like that. It's getting everyone to go and travel.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, hence why most of the competitions are down the central belt. It's just easier, and you get more numbers there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think Aberdeen would do too. Aberdeen or North. I don't think we get too much interest in running a comp up here, really.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean,
maybe sub only nights, maybe stuff like that. But I think like doing a competition, I think Central Belt just seems to be the easiest place for everyone to go and get the more numbers. I mean, we don't mind travelling down; it's good for us. Yeah, a couple hours down in the car and then food afterwards. So this is good.
Yeah, yeah. And as I said again, I noticed obviously through some of your pictures, obviously again you've got that close relationship with Speedo, obviously been your pal for years. I saw a picture. I mean, was it your wedding? Speedo had a black eye.
He got a black eye. He says he poked himself in the eye. I don't know.
I saw the pictures and I remember I was talking to somebody else got married and they were saying that you better not turn up with a black. Then the missus was saying you better not turn up with a black eye. And then I saw obviously Speedo in the picture and I'm looking at him thinking, is that a black eye or is that? And I'm kind of rubbing the screen and all that and I'm like, yeah, that's a black eye. So what did your missus say to that?
On me, I forgot.
What did your missus say to that? Was she happy?
Oh, nothing. She wasn't too bothered. She was gonna laughed. She said get makeup on it, but I think he's got to take his concealer.
Aye. Oh, brilliant. And then obviously we know you're going to be hopefully going on to the no-gi Europeans. Now, obviously when you've been on the competition scene, you've been on the road. What's been your kind of funniest thing that's happened?
I won't even be able to say this. Just in case she listens.
Right, okay.
We've had some laughs,
because obviously you guys, travelling as a team, obviously the Aberdeen Combat Centre, especially coming down from Aberdeen to whether it be Glasgow or Edinburgh and stuff like that. So I can imagine, obviously, you guys have had some good times on the road. Obviously, more good times to come as well. So
it's decent. We normally try and myself and Speedo's normally try and get somebody else to drive.
Yeah.
Just so we can get the car out in the back. Yeah. It's we've had some good laughs in that.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy the most. I mean, that's my thing. Rolling and the competitions.
Yeah.
Hate drilling, but I know I need to do it. But I hate. But the comps for me is the one.
Yeah. But Aberdeen. It's not. I've not been, or I've not had the fortune of coming up with Aberdeen to obviously train with you guys. I mean, obviously there's a lot of good gyms up the north. Obviously obviously you guys, you've got further up you go. Obviously Carroll's and Gracie and stuff like that. So and I've not had the chance to get up to Aberdeen. I mean, I seem to travel everywhere else down south and all that, so
Yeah.
it's definitely one place I want to try and get up, and obviously get some training with you guys, and obviously anybody else that's kicking about. Obviously you know the run-ins I've had with Levi over the last
Aye.
few years. I know that
we can set up a death match in the gym for that if you want. 10 minutes.
yeah. So obviously I think I was drunk one night. He was annoying me on Facebook, and then that's when I came out and said, "Can Aberdeen Combat Centre?" And you're like, who? Do you know what I mean? So, but no, as I said, I'll need to go up at some point and obviously get some training with you guys. As I say, there's a lot of good guys up your side of Scotland. So
we're always open to anybody coming up. You know, I mean, that's what we've got, an open door policy. We don't care
yeah.
where anybody from as such. I mean, you get some gyms a bit cliquey, but we're just open to anybody. I mean, we really often get guys coming in, which is good.
Yeah.
A lot of guys obviously work in the oil industry or something.
Yeah.
Come up in courses and then pop in by, so it's good.
Yeah.
It's good for our guys as well to roll with different people.
Yeah, definitely. And then what about anybody new that's coming to do jiu-jitsu? What kind of things do you offer in regards to classes? When have you got classes on and stuff like that?
We've got classes every day, but not jiu-jitsu, but we've got jiu-jitsu every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah.
We've got no-gi Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We've got wrestling Monday. So it's kind of stuff, and I believe we're away to start another kind of beginner to winner kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu course again, so we did one not too long ago, and we're away to start another one. So you get a lot, maybe a good few number of guys showing up, and then out of that good few guys, you'll get a couple that stay.
And then the beginner to winner, what's the beginner to winner?
It's basically just, I think they get a deal in the membership, and
right.
It's over a certain amount of time, you pay for that certain time, you get access to all the classes.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we're trying to figure out to do it. There's a competition coming up, or something to give them the option to try and compete.
Right.
See how they've done, kind of thing.
Yeah. And then obviously again, you mentioned the kids class. What days is the kids class on? So
they're every Monday and Wednesday.
Right.
From like 5 to 6. So
yeah.
That's what we've got with that, because there's quite the time the gym is absolutely rammed now. They've got kids Thai team as well, so they take over Tuesday, Thursday. We've got Monday, Wednesday. So, but again, I think that's probably enough for them. We don't want to put these kids through 3 times a week, 4 times a week. They might get bored.
You don't want
so
to
the 2 times I think is enough.
Yeah, you definitely don't. I mean, especially kids. I mean, you don't want to put kids off. I mean, you know yourself. If we're in the gym 6-7 days a week or that, it puts us off sometimes. So
yeah, that's it. The parents have got to take them there as well. You know.
Yeah. And do any of the parents when they come in with the kids, do any of them look and think, I want to give it a try as well?
A couple of them have. One dad tried a couple of times. He's not been back since. But, he came by and tried out, and then some of the kids' parents train us anyway.
Yeah.
So which I think is good. You know, I mean, we've got a couple of guys. Polish Greg, his son competes.
Yeah.
Our guy Alessandro, he trains with us, and his son's just started, and he seems to be loving it as well. So it's good. You see them saying, "Oh, I've been doing this with my dad at home and stuff." So
yeah, because I know I've seen that. I mean, I've seen that over the years where I know there's a family I go down whenever I'm in Blackpool, usually at a competition and stuff like that. I usually go down and stay in a hotel with this family that I know, Ryan and Claire, and they've got kids that do jiu-jitsu, and they come up through the juniors, and obviously they're now a little bit older now. They're still kids. I mean, they're still like 15, 16-year-old. But what they would do is whenever I went down, they'd be like, "Right, Stuart, let's go to the gym," and they would go in the gym and they'd be trying flying arm bars and doing all this fancy stuff and all that. Do you know what I mean? But again, the kids just absolutely love jiu-jitsu, and as I say, they're still doing it to this day. And these are kids as well. I mean, very, very similar to what you're talking about. Obviously, they started off a couple of days a week, and then they started doing local comps, and then suddenly these kids are now doing like the Pan Ams in California, and they're away to Europe doing all sorts of competitions and stuff like that with some fantastic success. I mean, the girl Rihanna Parker, I had her on one of the podcasts, one of my kind of earlier podcasts, and I mean, the story she had was unbelievable, and she was only 16-year-old, and you just heard about her journey. She started jiu-jitsu, I think she was 7 or 8, and now she's fighting, or the last couple of years, since she was 14, she's been fighting in the adult division for women, and she's winning gold medals against women 2 and 3 times her age. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, listen, definitely. I mean, they've got a good coach in yourself. I mean, anybody that you speak to always speaks highly of you, in regards to obviously your coaching, in regards to obviously you competing and stuff like that. So yeah, they've definitely got a good coach in yourself, Craig.
Just getting grey hair, that's the only problem, is it?
Listen, that'll come, mate, thatll come. I mean, grey hair.
Oh, it's coming.
And plus,
I've got a 6 a night after class a night with him, so.
And then, obviously, last thing for you there, I mean, again, I asked everybody this question, you'll have probably heard it on the Shaz Khan one, but if you weren't doing jiu-jitsu, what would you be doing? If it wasn't for MMA, jiu-jitsu, what would you be doing otherwise?
Probably wine tasting, something like that.
Right.
I'll still do that anyway, but I don't know what to do, to be honest. Because there's nothing else that really. I played a lot of golf, so maybe, yeah, probably just golf.
Right.
Since I've had my twins, they're not at the time. Because I've got to basically choose which one I want to do, and jiu-jitsu is the one for me. So yeah. But used to play golf quite a lot actually during the days and stuff. So
yeah.
Probably that.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, listen, Craig, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Cheers. No worries.
Enjoy the honeymoon. Where are you off to?
We're Santorini.
Right.
Go there on Thursday, so.
Right.
Cannot wait. 8 nights, over there. So it'll be good.
Awesome.
No kids, just us two.
Nice one. Well, listen, have a fantastic time when you're over there, and listen, I'll see you at an up and coming comp at some point.
Yep.
So, and then as I said, I'll try and get myself up to Aberdeen. Obviously get some training.
Anytime, just come up. I mean, there's always guys there. Myself, Speedos, if we're offshore.
Yeah.
There's Chris Nicoll and all that. There's always guys there wanting to roll and train and stuff. So.
Brilliant. So,
anytime.
Yeah, listen, guys. Anybody that's listening, if you're ever up in Aberdeen Combat Centre, where is it the guys can find you? What part of Aberdeen?
We're pretty much in the centre. Berwick Den's the kind of retail park we're at, but there's plenty of parking. There's the Sainsbury's and everything, so it's a load of spaces, etc.
Yeah.
Easy to get to.
Yeah. So if anybody's in Aberdeen, obviously, hit up the guys at Aberdeen Combat Centre. The Aberdeen Combat Centre's got a Facebook page as well, so
yeah,
you guys can go.
I'd say we've got a BJJ page and we've got the gym page. So
yeah.
Between the two pages, you can just message and you'll get an answer back.
Definitely. So drop them a message, and as I say, drop in. I see you're guaranteed to get some good rolls. Guaranteed. Well, listen, thanks again, Craig, and you have a good night, brother. All right.
Cheers. Catch you later, bud.
Bye. So guys, that was Craig Guthrie. Craig Guthrie is from Aberdeen Combat Centre, one of the kind of coaches up there. Craig's a purple belt under Garry Christie, obviously Rio grappling. Again, well-rounded competitor. And Craig, yeah, I mean, if he gets it, as you heard him there, if he gets a chance, if he's offshore at the time, or if he's home and there's a competition coming up, again, he'll put himself forward for it. Again, I've seen Craig rolling a few times in comps, and very, very tough guy, technical as well. Obviously being a heavyweight, again, us heavyweights get accused of not being as technical, but Craig's certainly a technical jiu-jitsu purple belt, even though he is a heavyweight or fighting under a heavyweight. So obviously watched him at the SGI the other night, did absolutely brilliant. Fortunately came up against Majid Gilani. Anybody that knows Majid's a very, very frustrating fighter. He'll frustrate you into making mistakes and stuff like that, and as I say, Craig put on a good fight, and yeah, just as I said, Majid just frustrated him, but Craig ended up taking the win anyway, obviously ref's decision. So again, fantastic guy, Craig. Anybody that's up in Aberdeen, I mean, certainly look up the guys at Aberdeen Combat Centre. As I say, you're definitely guaranteed good roles up there. They've got a lot of good guys. I mean, they're probably, as a competition team, Aberdeen Combat Centre are probably the one gym that is kind of out there. As I say, they're usually always the top team at every competition. They turn up in numbers, which is kind of unheard of. I mean, there's gyms in Glasgow that don't even turn up with numbers that Aberdeen Combat Centre turn up with, and these guys have a 2-hour drive down the road. So yeah, great to hear from Craig. Obviously going to hear a lot more from Craig, obviously in the future through competitions and stuff like that. And again, they've got the kids as well, where the kids classes are building up. So, and again, you're going to see some of these kids, obviously under Craig, they're going to go on to absolutely wonderful things. You're going to see them in the adult division, hopefully in a few years as well. tearing up the adult division as well. So, but listen again, thanks very much to Craig for coming on. So listen guys, thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.